Eden's Living TV coming to you no matter where you are in the world today. I hope that you are doing well, that you know you're loved and you are enough, and that you can take control of your life and your health. You are your own doctor. When you gave your control to the white coats is when you started getting sick and on a managed care wheel cycle. Get off the wheel. It's chaos. So let's talk about I'm ex-Botec. I literally used to sell a cardiovascular product called Dilacor. It's a calcium channel blocker. And now I've been getting texts this week from a colleague of mine who's got a heart monitor on and going and getting ultrasounds to see what kind of issues and clots, and, she's having some closure and some heart problems. So I just sent her some naturopathic approaches to address these heart problems. And I'm like, you know what? I might as well teach. I should. If I was dressed, I'd go on camera and talk to y'all about this. I am ex-pharma. I was on 14 different medications myself. I sold these products. I'm speaking from experience. You have to use nature to heal. Any other way is just a Band-Aid, and it's poison. Petroleum-based pharmaceuticals is witchcraft and poison. So, let's look at a naturopathic approach to your heart. What's the difference between allopathic and naturopathic? Well, we get to the root cause in nature, naturopathic. Allopathic just drugs it. Rothschild, drug it. Put them on a wheel every month. Here you go. Fill that script. Never cures you. Never gets to the root cause. We get to the root cause. You have to address dietary changes, stress reduction. If you don't address your stress, if you have heart problems, I go into AFib and I know exactly it's emotional and it's stress and electromagnetic frequencies that are ripping me apart. Exercise, movement. You got to have movement to balance the brains, balance the organs, balance the body. And you have to have targeted supplementation. If you're having organ problems, you have to detox the organs and fortify them. That's just basic science, boys and girls. So let's talk about aiming to support heart function. What are some risk factors, and what can we do to potentially reduce reliance? I don't believe you should be on any medication. I'll go on record for that, besides anti-rejection medication, of course. You need to potentially reduce all the reliances on medication and these conventional medications. It's a rat wheel. Naturopathic strategies for heart health, dietary modifications. You have to address the inflammatory components. Can't talk this morning. Anti-inflammatory diets are a must. You have to do unprocessed foods. You have to go GMO free. You have to minimize your processed wheat, processed sugar, processed, everything you do. Your low-fat butter. When you started doing low-fat, you starved your brain. These saturated fats, you have to eat them for brain health. These added sugars, you got to get rid of. Mediterranean diet's a popular way to go. All the fruits and vegetables you want, whole grains, legumes, seeds, olive oil. Olive oil every day helps kill parasites in the lungs, gives you the omega-3s that you need for your brain. Let's talk about a DASH diet. Dietary approaches to stop hypertension. Let's do the DASH method. Focusing on reducing sodium intake, increasing potassium, magnesium, and calcium. How does a heart rate? What makes a heart rate? What makes a heart beat? The influx of potassium and sodium and calcium coming into the cell wall. That's what makes a heart beat. So if you have low magnesium, potassium, calcium, and you don't drink enough water, guess what you're going to have? You're going to have a conduction problem. Limiting unhealthy fats. My friend Bobby is on a text thing. Sorry about all the interruptions, but I am not retaping this. Limiting unhealthy fats, reducing the intake of no, I don't believe this. I think you need the healthy fats like butter. I do a lot of butter. Now, you don't need the bacon, the lard, all these hydrogenated oils. Absolutely not. All these impure synthetic filled olive oils and canola oils, they got to go. You got to get Mediterranean, really good olive oil. You got to cook on high heat. When you cook, it's got to be almond oil. Things like this, sesame oil, high heat oils. Limiting unhealthy fats, reducing the intake of what I said, all this lard and all these canola. Do never use canola oils. Canola actually demyelinates your myelin sheath, which is your covering of your nerves that your neurons fire down your body to control your body. It's how the brain communicates with the body. Exercise, 20 minutes, 3 times a week. Engage in moderate intensity, like brisk walking, jogging, swimming, cycling. If you're older, you need to do things like stretching, somatic exercises, weight training. You can lift weights to improve your cardiovascular and to help your muscle strength and your bones. If you're older, your bones need you to lift weights. Mindful movement. I don't believe in yoga. Do not practice yoga. Do not recommend yoga. But I will do Tai Chi. I'll do balance. And I'll do a lot of stretching to reduce stress. Stress management techniques like being mindful, deep breathing, spending time in the Word of God, praying out loud. You need to understand that when you go into nature, when you ground, you lower your stress hormones. You lower your blood pressure. You have to prioritize relaxation. You have to do things like reduce the tension, such spending time in nature, listening to music, pursuing hobbies. So, supplementation, what are you talking about? Eating? Well, you need omega-3s. You need a compound 3, 6, and 9. You need fish oil. You need some like turmeric to reduce inflammation, improve your heart health. CoQ10 is amazing. Antioxidant. Very important in your energy production within your cells. Your mitochondrial energy production, the engine block of the body, help improve your heart function. Magnesium is key. Nerve function, muscle, it can help regulate your blood pressure. Magnesium! There's actually 7 to 9 different types. Hawthorn, improve blood flow. You can also save your eyes through hawthorn berry. Hawthorn, I have a product called Ninja Red Nitro, 1-800-371-3515. Please use distributor number 1790644 because I'm teaching you for free. This consult costs you $150. Garlic, help lower your cholesterol and blood pressure. Take garlic capsules. Red yeast, although I do not treat, cure, prevent. This is educational purposes only. Red yeast is amazing to lower cholesterol. Please consult a naturopathic or a cardiologist before you do any of these supplementations. You need an herbologist, naturopathic person, because these doctors have no herbologist and have no idea that nutrition is the key to your health. Other naturopathic approaches, guess what? You got to improve your gut. You have a leaky gut, all your unprocessed food and your nutrition leaking through your intestines because you have a gluten sensitivity. Your gut junctures open up. You have to focus on a diet rich of fiber, probiotics, prebiotics, maybe even some enzymes to support your healthy gut microbiome. Your microbiome is everything. Avoid smoking, excessive alcohol consumption. I don't believe in alcohol anymore because it's a eating of the spirit, alcohol, and it opens doorways to spirits. Regular monitoring of your vital signs. Track your blood pressure, cholesterol levels. These are all key indicators that can help the doctor and help me as a practitioner figure out what's going on. So this is other things I need to consider. You need to consult with me or other healthcare provider. You need to make changes to the diet. You need to supplement, do lifestyle changes, manage your stress. If you have existing heart conditions or taking medications, you need to collaborate with conventional, I say naturopathic approaches. You can use both, but I don't believe anyone should be on a witchcraft, pharmaceutical, poison, petroleum-based product the rest of their life. You individualize your treatment program. I can't do it for everybody. Everybody has different symptoms, different DNA, different presentations. For safety and efficacy reasons, I need to also ensure naturopathic therapies that are safe and effective for the particular information. So let's talk about 5 healthy tips real quick. Again, stress management, movement, being mindful, being grateful, managing your stress through doing hobbies and things, okay? Heart disease is one of the leading killers in the United States. It accounts for 1 for every 4 deaths, according to the Centers of Disease Control. You have, at a young age, even your lifestyle decisions can put you at a higher risk for heart problems. So you need to do a non-inflammatory diet, like we talked about the DASH. And you also need to be plant-based. DASH is your dietary approaches to stop hypertension. You need to avoid these chemically modified foods and high sugars. Limit your sugar intake. Should be less than 25 grams for a woman. No more than, I believe, 35 right off. This is a really good graphic. I'll be using that graphic. Add exercise. I say 3 times a day. You need to at least 150 minutes a week to have anaerobic activity, preferably spread out throughout the week. If you're older, you really need to look at your hormones, your testosterone, your estrogen. You need to remember that these high-intensity workouts don't work for us old folks. I used to be one of those in the gym, like, I can lift anything higher, faster than you. I could kill myself, and I'm crawling to the car going, oh my God, I feel like a truck hit me. That's not the way the body needs to be trained, okay? You have to reduce your stress levels. Go out and meditate. Get your little tootsies on the ground. The supplements we've covered. So, all right, guys, that is a naturopathic way to address hypertension. Remember, potassium, magnesium, all that is so key, along with spring water. A little dash of sea salt will do wonders for you. Peace out. You can heal one bite, one thought, one prayer at a time. Go natural.